2, baby. It's just 2 minutes. Your 2-minute tax tip starts now. No, this can't be. Mom bakes 1 cookies for her son's first birthday and they look like this. That's the wrong story, but also very good. No. Did the Supreme Court potentially bankrupt tens of thousands of small online businesses? Supreme Court ruling on sales tax will bring headaches to smaller online sellers. Supreme Court's internet sales tax ruling may be a nightmare for small businesses. The Supreme Court's online sales tax decision is going to cost you. The Supreme Court just put small online businesses at serious risk. Sales tax ruling poised to hit small businesses hard.
The Supreme Court online sales tax
No, must fight against it. If you've not been following the news, the Supreme Court on Thursday just ended a dispute as old as the World Wide Web, ruling that all online purchases are subject to the same state and local sales taxes that are collected on purchases when you make them at brick and mortar retailers. The government has stepped in, trying to level the playing field. So in this video, we're going to try to break down what happened during the Supreme Court ruling and how this affects you, but we only have 2 minutes, so let's dive right in. Okay, so here are the basics. On Thursday, the Supreme Court just ruled in favor 5-4 for allowing states to collect sales tax from online retailers that have an economic interest in that state. Justice Anthony Kennedy said this, and I quote, "It is unfair and unjust to those competitors, both local and out of state, who must remit the sales tax, the consumers who must pay the sales tax, and to the states that seek fair enforcement of the sales tax, a tax many states for many years have considered an indispensable source for raising revenue." Simply put, the government has stepped in and is trying to level the playing field for brick and mortar companies against online companies like Amazon or Wayfair. Also, what this means is this will drive up the cost of buying things online for anyone who buys anything online. Okay, so what happened? Well, the idea of sales taxes being collected on sales have been around for a long time, but the idea of collecting sales taxes on online purchases has been around as long as the internet has been created by Al Gore. And the way you collect sales tax is through Nexus. Now, Nexus was an idea that said that if you had a business that had a physical presence in that state, or sales rep in that state, or inventory in that state, and you sold products to that state, then you had Nexus being triggered, which allowed you to collect sales tax and remit sales taxes in that state. Well, the Supreme Court expanded the idea of Nexus, including things such as economic interest in that state. So simply put, the Supreme Court added economic interest as a consideration, such as revenues being generated from that state or quantity of purchases to that state. So it was the great state of South Dakota that caused this landslide win for all 50 states now to enforce sales tax collections on online retailers. In the South Dakota case, only applied to online retailers with more than, let's say, $100,000 in sales being generated in that state or 200 transactions in that state. Okay, so here's just a quick visual for everyone to show you the states that would gain the most. Now, California would make the most sense because they have a huge poo-poo crisis going on out in California, and they're gonna need every dollar they can get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, guys, we're out of time. Oh, but wait a minute. We have enough time for bonus tip. Bonus tip. Okay, let's jump into the tip portion of this video. Thanks for hanging in there. Want to give you a quick tip about this whole sales tax issue that's about to happen. This is something that obviously is going to be very, very difficult to handle. It's going to cause a lot more expense for business owners. So what I want to try to do is give you some recommendations of some good pieces of technology that will help alleviate this extra burden of now trying to sell in other states when you're an online retailer. What I want to do is recommend 3 online accounting applications, sales tax applications, that should take this burden off your shoulders. Obviously, it's going to cause more expenses as a business owner, but that's no fault of these platforms. That's really the fault of the Supreme Court issuing a ruling that now states are going to enforce sales tax collections for online retailers. So the first one I want to recommend is Taxify. So if you go to taxify.com, Taxify is a sales tax remittance application. They're going to help you remit all your sales tax obligations to all these states. It's a great application, helps streamline things, Also integrates with Xero, which is a great accounting platform. The second sales tax application that we would recommend is TaxJar. So you can go to taxjar.com, check out this awesome application. Integrates into Xero, makes life a lot easier. Simple user dashboard. We love TaxJar. It has some cool differences compared to Taxify, but it's a great application that you can get into as well, which you can use for your online retail business. And last but not least, Avalara.com. You can check out Avalara.com. They actually went IPO last week. They received a huge windfall from the sales tax remittance. Their stock went up something like 34%. But if you go to Avalara.com, you can check them out. They'll be able to help you remit all your sales taxes. It's an expensive platform, but it's a solid one as far as reliance is concerned. And remitting sales taxes is going to be an expensive process anyways as a business owner, but check out these 3 apps. There's going to be links in the description below that you guys can click on that'll take you to these applications and hopefully curb this fallout from the Supreme Court ruling against online retailers. Okay, that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully this tip was helpful for you guys. Be sure to click in the description below. There's going to be links for the sales tax applications that we would recommend. There's also going to be some links for articles about the Supreme Court ruling. I'll make sure to add a link about the actual document from the Supreme Court to the South Dakota versus Wayfair ruling that occurred on Thursday. If you're a business owner and in the e-commerce business selling things in other states, take this ruling very, very seriously. States are very aggressive against business owners who fail to remit sales tax dollars. They will come after you and they will be very, very aggressive. Also, do not do this process manually. Go down in the description below, click on those links, sign up for these great applications. They will take the edge off of sales tax remittance, especially now since states have been empowered by the Supreme Court to go after you for sales tax remittance. Okay, well, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video. Wow, that was the best 2 minutes of your life. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully we were able to answer all your questions with our 2-minute tip. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the button below and check out this video over here for our latest release and that playlist down there for our best playlist. And we'll see you guys at the next video.